be Virtus Pro versus TNC, second matchup of the day.
I like how Solo's already trying to play with Rio. Rio tried to skewer him back underneath the tier 1 tower and get some extra damage, but won't happen. But bottom lane, there's that tri-lane going to work. It's a 3-man whirling death, 3 active armor, probably not enough regeneration, maybe when Roger, that damage, Tim's one more attack from Roger. The salve will keep Tim's alive. Don't think he'll get in range for another attack. No, he will not. But definitely shows you, wow, really, Slark?
Well played. At a certain point, the Timbersaw, notably level 6, becomes not just unkillable, but a huge threat on a Slark.
I mean, he's such dicks as well. Toss level 1 from Tim's just throws no one back into the rest of the TNC lineup. They want to leash him and control him. Of course, they'll dodge the stun from Roger. Now, he's got nothing else to give. No mana left in the tank for an ability. He's just trying to put his body on the line, but that's not the body that TNC want.
Completely shut down this Rior Magnus, and now Medusa's in a position as Ramses. He has 3 Wraith Bands. He can win the lane by himself.
That's actually a nice stroke of fate. Goes through Tim's and over towards Ninja Boogie, but Gabby getting involved in the fight. Ninja Boogie's got such sustain, both stick charges and the Shadow Wave, but the stun that was on no one allows him to secure the kill for Roger. Still a 1-for-1 trade-off on Gabby.
For the entire game, or damage rather.
Ramses, he's got some friends on the way, but burning through the shield. That's why they replaced it with a new one. But Poison Touch, Ramses, does he have the life? 5 HP, and one more tick would have done it. Just one more tick would have done it. Meanwhile, Solo's trying to find this solo kill over on the Magnus, but he's back up and around the trees. A quick shockwave out, but Solo does find the blood. He'll lose his life for this as Ninja Boogie would chase him through the tree line, but that one range creep stuck on him. And then on bottom lane, Tim's and Gabby looking to go once more. Actually missing the toss. He wanted over on the Grimstroke, but it won't stop Gabby from diving underneath the tower, just going after Roger. And mid lane, you're right, the boat is out, looking after the Tidehunter. X marks the spot, should be not pulling him back, it's already gone. Clark missing the pounce over on Solo. That would have been a guaranteed kill, especially with the rotation from Armel. Woo! Well, that's one way to remove Frost Shield. Kunkka, X marks spot, boat coming in too, is going to connect. No, it actually doesn't exactly. Same with the Ravage. Just a quick Shadow Amulet for Armel. Top lane, Armel going in again. Gabby, this time the leash will come in, but so will the Chain Frost. Bounce up and down, but it will not keep the bounce going. Back into Armel, tries to go invis again with the Shadow Amulet. Tim's creates some space and then tosses him back up to the creep wave, away from no one's Timber Chain. But you know no one. He's got Sharkram available, and he goes right through the Kunkka. Knowing where he's hiding, Dazzle, no Shallow Grave leveled up. Even though he's level 6, decided to bypass it. So worth killing. The Courier was carrying through the Buckler as well as the Crimson Guard. But they decided to let it go. Ramses, X marks spot turret. They want the core. That's the bigger kill for them, and they claim it too. No one gonna try and find a rebuttal as Tim's is on the run. They've already used their abilities, but with the arrival of the Magnets and the RP, maybe they think twice about it. Nope, no one. Timber Chain's underneath the tier 1 tower. Tim's gonna toss him up, but that won't stop no one from just charging forward, especially when he's got the Frost Shield on him. Slow down everyone that wants to attack him, then find an easier target. Ninja Boogie, Sharkram to cut the trees, make it a faster line over towards him.
So
and
deep.
Even in
the double Chain Frost!
And now with the double Chain Frost out, how do you actually stop this? The creep wave kept it alive a very long time, and Lich can now back up a little bit further, but he doesn't have enough life to get up the ramp and away to safety. That was, okay.
Vision here. This could be a dead Lich.
Yeah, it could be. But then again, they put them together, and here we go once again. Let the Chain Frost fly. Dazzle will buy back quickly, looking to stay involved in this engagement. Needs to try and keep Gabby alive and fighting. So they empower him up. Where are these RPs? You've still got Blink Dagger RP available. I haven't seen it used. He's had the Blink Dagger for a good 3 to 4 minutes.
You can't kill these guys. The Bash brothers are way too tanky.
Well, they still decide to skewer underneath the tower. No one's happy to fight,
Ravage
but he's running very low on mana. Arcane Boots off cooldown in 2 seconds time. But a triple kill in from no one. He wants to get more. Gabby does not have the Shadow Dance. They burn the Ravage. It's an ultra kill for no one. 17 minutes in. They really are the Bash brothers. But they're swarming like sharks, TNC, around the Roche pit. There's your jump in from the Tiny. Avalanche and toss. Roshan down to 800 HP. Magnus still waiting. The Ravage able to actually clip on him. And they've already got the kill over on Tiny. Magnus, now there's your Blinken with the RP. The follow-up as well with the poison, but the double chain frost is going to really start to bouncing back down again. This is horrendous for TNC. The Aegis Immortal, of course, did manage to get into the hands of the Slark. So he'll pounce himself away.
Another concern side of VP.
Well,
toss back.
There's your jump in, grabbing Solo, and he does not have enough life to survive this as the Frost Shield just stays in range. So Tims, who's shallow graved up, will stay low and stay slow. Can't back up. Both dead without buyback and your RP.
Oh no, they missed.
Caught the Deucer, but your Ravage, it'll create a little bit more space. And no one, he's in the middle of this entire engagement. Turn on the Stone Gaze. Ninja Boogie can't go anywhere. 3 heroes without buyback. Ramsey's copying a lot of damage from the tier 4 towers. He's out of mana, but Gabby needs to kill off this Deucer. He has no other choice inside the Shadow Dance. He's able to do it. And Armel, a triple kill now for the Kunkka. It was him that got it with the cleave damage, even regathering up the gem. No one could not pick it up. And now their itemization is getting even better to enable them. Tim's going to get pushed up. The fight's coming in. Ninja Boogie's nearby, a double poison touch. No one's going to go into the fight, but he already gets broken once from the Silver Edge. The RP is ready to go. Blink in 1 second time, and that's exactly what he does. Blink straight into the fight, holding in both Timber and Deucer. They were meant to be the unkillable, but Ninja Boogie of all players. Roshan's being done. Tim's has already added a lot of momentum to the bottom lane, so PP they have to be quick about this, or else they're going to have a really, really bad trade-off on the bottom lane. And now Ravage catches over on 3, and the double Soulbind Chain Frost is already out. Kunkka, oh, actually they're just BKB. They don't give a crap. They stand their ground. No one's already been broken because they got the double Silver Edge. They can even chain this stuff. And then you find the kill on the Grimstroke. Ramsey's isolated. Deucer is the last one to kill off, and she held that Stone Gaze for so long. Kunkka will die. The Slark is on the hunt, and your RP, finally, it has been used. That double buybacks in from Virtus Pro. They want to help out Ramses. Titan Grimstroke, they're on their way, TPing out towards the shrine. Ramses with a shallow. Is he actually going to live long enough? It's actually Slark with the shallow who stays alive long enough, and with the double torrent. Maybe now Armel Show can turn back on. 4 buybacks in total committed in from Virtus Pro.
And back
still,
as well.
Maybe they have enough from this. TNC is a triple kill for Ramses. Now you bring him in from TNC over to Deucer. Does Ramses have enough to survive? They're staying on top of Pasha's removed a lot of the damage thanks to the anchor smash. And now maybe they do. Yep, they go after Ramses. He's the primary target. Pasha's body blocking him up. All right, you kill him on the way through. Why not? They're both dead for 2 minutes, and GG is finally called. Virtus Pro through everything, including the kitchen sink at TNC.
Tide and Terrorblade, yeah. I don't know how I feel about this Bat Rider, though. Tidehunter is traditionally like the hard counter to Bat because you kind of just waddle in, and even if you get lassoed...
Ninja Boogie is in a world of absolute hurt. Couldn't walk away.
Series.
They're snowballing forward with 3. All they got to do is turn on the Frost Shield, and the Bat Rider has no way to escape. Ramses even secures the last hit. This Magnus is still, he's level 2, 5.5 minutes in. He's got no space, but with a haste rune, they've already got the slow on no one. He's got to dodge the skewer. Can't do it, however. Pull back in, but Decrepify Drain, he's just killing off the Phantom Assassin and getting all the life back to survive. Another Nether Blast out. Ninja Boogie, no Shadow Wave available, and that is on bottom lane. The Timbersaw, he is the highest net worth on the board at the moment. But that won't stop Ramses and Solo from just stealing the life of Tim's, killing him underneath the tower. They found a good target in Solo. Stifling Dagger. He'll quickly Frost Shield as a level 3. And with the Reflect, TNC not feeling like they can engage, but up on top lane. The tower continues to be pressured. Solo will die to Gabby. And they're really TPing in hard. The defense of the top tier 2 tower. Paramount for TNC, a good Sharkum into the back lines, but no one, again, stealing that life out of the Timbersaw, forced him to retreat for half a second, but that doesn't stop the rest of TNC pushing forward. Pasha with a good Ravage, no one as well as Pasha able to complete their TP out. Roger will not be as lucky, but a big defensive Ravage that's at least able to save the life of 2 cores.
Yeah, that was well worth it. Yeah, man, this is another way to deal with the Timber. Just ignore him. You've already slowed him down. You stopped him from snowballing. thanks to the rotations of no one. And now you just walk down lanes as 5. Like,
going after Ramses. He's still got Sunder, and they don't have a stun available, so Ramses can just, steal that life. Of course, at the same time, one charge from PA, not to mention the crits. They work through this Terrorblade real fast. Keep in mind that was before the Desolator even arrived onto the Templar Assassin. You're getting that damage on bottom lane. A skewer up from Magnus. Ravage will pop. It will connect over on 2. But at the same time, you kind of already had the lasso on Solo. Chain Frost is available. Ninja Boogie, he'll Shallow Grave and stay a little alive a little longer, while the Chain Frost, Armel, and Batrider, they cop the primary brunt of that attack. A Timbersaw can chain herself away, as Phantom Assassin just wants to run out, blurred up. Gonna find no one. I don't know if he really wants to try and take this fight. There's no one. Okay, up he'll go. Solo will move over. Level 4 Frost Shield makes it difficult. Ninja Boogie's already down. A blink forward. Gabby, he'll crip through no one and try and find a little bit more damage. Nope, he'll try and TP out and then die.
PA represents a ton of minus armor at the moment. This is before the -3 armor talent, so you're going to more than negative when you're by that Dazzle.
Well, their Observer was just so good from Virtus Pro. 2 aggressive ones on the hill and on the side, allowing them all the information they require to try and take this fight. Maybe against a Timbersaw, it's a little bit more difficult.
Nice fear.
Ninja Boogie will finally go tick out from Roger, and RP catches through, but there's no follow-up to this. It's like watching a black hole with no other heroes around. It's just disappointing.
That's just typical VP Dota 2.
With Dazzle still being dead for 4 seconds, they know they can take the tower and then potentially back out. 23 seconds till Ravage is up, but they look for the fight and said, Timbersaw! How quickly did they just kill him? A buyback comes out from the Timber. Lasso pulling Terrorblade back almost to tier 4 towers. The hub breaking free as the Frost Shields are up. Ramses tries to dodge out with the Mana Style. Still got some one-charges and Sunder available, removing the life of Ninja Boogie and putting it back into himself.
Ravage,
the melee racks haven't brought down just yet. Ravage, you're right. Pasha, he's baiting it. He wants TNC to come a little bit further forward. While Dazzle is down, there's no saving grace for them. VP will push this issue. While there's no RP, that it is Virtus Pro with that big power. Gabby, he'll go in deep, and now Pasha, the Ravage, it hits all 4 remaining TNC alive players, and Timbersaw, he'll chain himself away. PA will buy back, and now they force back. TNC looking for their own kills, but the drain from no one, pulling it out of the PA, and the Dagon to find the kill. TNC and VP just want to go to the next game. They want this done quick and dirty, and it looks like they're going to get this. Another buyback, this one out from the Magnus. The push is already coming in from Virtus Pro. Terrorblade doesn't have Metamorphosis for 10 seconds, so he doesn't really care too much. It seems just push it. And with the Sinister Gaze, Armel, defensive Yule Scepter, will buy him a little bit of time. Ninja Boogie's nearby too. Shallow Grave, he will pop it off, even though Timbersaw will be alive, and Batrider, the lasso, but the Chain Frost. Riora just cannot survive this, dead for so long. This is the big death timer.
Not much to say on this one, Toby. There's no Batrider, there's no real initiation. Pugna walking around with the plate mail now.
I think you can say GG.
Oh, yeah.
Even the blink from Pasha, he'll end this with a 4-man Ravage. You can RP and skewer the back end, but once you call GG, there is no going back. Yep. Virtus Pro will level the series up 1 apiece.
Yeah, we haven't seen much Tinker at all.
I said Tinker Luna is very greedy.
It's not easy for the Radiant side just to get more. Bottom lane, Stormbolts around. Pasha still trying to get back underneath the tower, or hide inside the fog of war, but it's just not possible for him. Boogie's trying to look for that nice poison touch area, and they're going to find it anyway if SD moves over. A disruption not even required. Gabby, okay, maybe it is required. They should have had enough damage to easily kill off Pasha. Now they'll have to dive underneath the tier 1 tower to find the Underlord. As Ninja Boogie tanks that tower. Gets the poison touch off, mid lane, no one. Gets the solo kill onto Armel. And Pasha looking for a rebuttal onto Ninja Boogie. The Hellfire will not be enough to get the kill.
Is that a solo kill mid from no
Where
one?
are you going? He's going very, very deep. Catcher is out. They'll turn on the Reflect. Solo looking for a fight of his own. 7 stick charges available. This will give him the Stormbolts. Now combo with Ramses. One more Lucent Beam and Gabby will fall. And that's exactly what happens.
There's nothing you can do if you're TNC unless you're able to find some kills first.
Especially because you got this now. With the BTs up from
The
Tinker,
reload.
it's too easy just to relocate in and have this global presence across the map for Virtus Pro. Ramses doesn't have any kind of points up in the Eclipse, so he's got to do this the old-fashioned way, but that's why you've got Tinker Rockets. flying long and far.
Yeah, we didn't even comment on that. Wisp will die in the bottom lane, but
Yep.
check out
Oh,
Luna's.
wait, Willie? Willie? Tethered down, begins his TP, and there will be a banishment. Tinker started his TP in, faking the RP out from the Magnus. And Io, this time around, nothing to tether over to. The TNC wraparound. Tims has the double damage room for some reason, but the double storm bolt from Sven. Solo creating more space. Gabby did, however, get that metamorphosis off, but he doesn't finish Roger. Okay, the poison touch from Ninja Boogie will finish Roger off instead. And this strands out Ramsey and the
what an
RP! Rior able to grab both of them. Roger keeping the tether up. He bought back to keep Ramses alive, and that's why they just hit on the Mask of Madness and the Overpower. Every bit of damage you've got. Find him in the trees. Ninja Boogie TP out, cancelled by the Lucifer Beam, and Ramses, even after he was pulled out, the Glaives finish off the bounce. Io's already rejoining the fight. Tinker's a little bit further away. Interesting observable being put down, and once again, okay, they're going to try and fight with the Lunar illusions, but it won't work. VP very quick to clean up the disruption illusions, and they can't afford to lose the tower. If the tower goes down, these Glaives will make it impossible for the supports to stay in close. That's why Tims is over in the tree line, so he's sort of close enough to be involved in the fights, but here comes the Glaive bouncers. How do you even blink in? Magnus has to fall back almost to his tier 4 towers in order to have this Blink Dagger off cooldown. And yeah, VP, they just take the racks. No one wants to come closer. Tims, he'll come in, he'll get the Purge over on the Luna, but that's why the pick comes down. Tim's very quickly dead. The buyback is out, but the bottom rack's totally taken. They'll have to wrap around from the rear. Dazzle as well as OD looking for a target, but now they realize the Observer Ward was already there. They de-warded even though the rockets are flying forward. And Virtus.pro haven't found the target they want just yet. Roger's got tether away targets, and it will be the Luna, and they find their one target in the back line is Dazzle. Shallow Grave will come out, but these mass rockets from Tinker, they're so far forward. Dazzle will finally die. SD's caught on the wrong side of the tracks. This will be a dive back from him as well. They had to wrap back around so hard for TNC to get back into the base. It's taken them so long. The Luna's already gone through 2/3, make it 3/5 of that tower. BKB's up just for safety. Fortifications buying a little bit more time for TNC and Ramses. Maybe just a little bit more cautious. Maybe not for Solo. He just goes straight in. Got a double stun out. They weren't ready to fight this one in Virtus.pro. Probably the first mistake of this game 3. A skewer back on Underlord. Gets a 4-man pit. Roger wants to be here for the fight. And with the Eclipse, you're going to lose 2. Make it 3 heroes. Io, the Glimmer Cape is protecting him. They cannot find him to kill him off. The side lanes are very much of a mess for TNC. But Virtus.pro overcommit. The tether is down for the Io. The orb will follow him. He'll live through it.
That as long as they don't make any egregious errors, they're going to do just that. Gabby, no BKB. He's in trouble.
Yep. Tinker is just a non-stop fighter. He was looking for Tims to come close enough so he could stun to him and get the life back, but it doesn't work. 46 seconds without TP. Ramses triggers the BKB. This is Megas. Nothing will stop it, and it may even just be the game. You RP over on 2. The BKBs will still protect them underneath the tier 4 towers. Rior, he's going to live through this, and OD, maybe now you can prove your worth. Ramses, imprison him up. Find your target. No one, however, keeps continuously lasering the OD. Roger will pick it up and just bring Ramses and Roger up. And Pasha, they'll pull him out. They'll kill Tims, and everyone's going to leave.
2 series, same story. EVP dropped game 1. I'm sure Reddit and Twitch is calling him washed up. Shouldn't have taken vacation, yada, yada, yada.
Never judge too soon.